visited a newer Ontario tea room. Care to hear my early impressions? The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, and the Yummy of Afternoon Tea, Burlington, Ontario edition. In April, another afternoon tea enthusiast and I met up at Rosewood Garden Tea to try their afternoon tea experience. This Ontario tea room announced their opening on Instagram on January 19th, so I was there on their third-month anniversary, in fact. I usually like to wait longer before trying a new place, but the internets kept asking me if I had been yet. So I figured if the word is out about it, then they're ready for my visit. They can take this as free feedback from this random afternoon tea consultant. Spoiler, while I have lots of notes to share for improvements, because of course I do, overall this tea room is off to a good start and has lots of potential. Let's start with the good. I have two. First, I think there were 18 tea options here unless I missed one of the menu pages. There is something for everyone. I chose the Baroness Grey and my companion chose the regular Earl Grey tea. Both were loose-leaf teas and we had personal strainers. Tea was a good aspect. I also liked the antique classic teacups and dishes here. Fresh roses on the table. The table setting was very nice. Second, the savories here were good, especially since you got to choose your sandwiches. You choose 4 of the 7 options, which included cucumber, egg salad, tuna salad, avocado, smoked salmon, crab, and finally hummus and tomato. I chose the first 4 I listed. Yes, I chose tuna. Even though I don't like most seafood, I don't mind canned tuna. My tea companion chose the salmon and crab options, so you can see those too. Even though they were all served on regular, super boring bread, they were all fresh and tasted good, so we cannot knock it. I was hungry and I ate them all. I liked that you got to choose your own 4 sandwiches. That's a nice touch. I've had that at back-to-back tea venues now. Maybe choosing your own savories is the next trend at Ontario tea rooms. Do you think? The bad? I also have 2 aspects here. We each received 2 scones. That's certainly not bad because I like when 2 scones are served at afternoon tea. Also, I like that each guest has their own serving of accompaniments. And the scones themselves were fluffy and tasted a-okay. I asked for butter, which was provided. So you can guess what was bad here, right? The worst aspect is that they are calling their creamy mixture, served alongside the jam, clotted cream. Even though this menu is hard to read, the words clotted cream are printed. When it was, without a doubt, cream cheese with sugar, like icing sugar. It was literally the cream cheese frosting you'd like on a carrot or red velvet cake. This has no business going on to scones. I hate when tea rooms call their creamy mixture clotted cream, when it is so far from it. This just feels like false advertising to me. This is certainly a negative aspect here, and yes, I did email them to tell them this won't be accepted by folks who regularly go for tea in our province. No reply as of the editing of this video. I strongly recommend changing the name of what they are calling this, or better yet, get real clotted cream for the scones. The second bad aspect for me was that there were 4 different sweets served for the 2 of us. I do not like having to decide who gets which sweet item. Every guest should have every item. Sharing is for the birds. I ended up with the pineapple cream tart and a dry cookie. My companion ended up with the berry cream tart and the cheesecake, which she did not like. I did not taste the cheesecake because there was only one. Serving only 2 sweets per guest is on the sparse side, and none of these were anything interesting or tasty. I'd recommend 3 or 4 matching sweets per guest and something that stands out, some type of signature item that might bring me back sometime. The ugly? Nothing here was ugly. This tea room is in a strip plaza in Burlington, so there is lots of free parking. There is a nice alcove entrance, which feels very welcoming. Inside, the room is small and there are lots of tables. When we arrived, every table was full, so good for them. But it makes for a busy and loud, close atmosphere. The decoration is very kitschy. It's not my personal preferred style, but it fits for the tea room ambiance they are going for here. It's not ugly, but it's a curated, antique vibe in a strip mall plaza. The yummy, as I said, the sandwiches here were the best bites. Super simple but fresh. Nothing else really stood out, nor was worth mentioning as especially tasty. I wish I enjoyed the scone experience more. At this early point in their business journey, the food here was really pretty forgettable overall. There's plenty of room for improvement, though. The service here was fine considering it was a busy day and they are fairly new. This afternoon tea costs $50 per person. I'd say this is quite high for the quality and quantity of food being served. I'd suggest this should cost no more than $38 or $40 based on the offering I've described and shown you. However, they are busy, so maybe the price is just fine. I would expect it will improve over time as they get feedback like this from regular tea-goers in Ontario. During this first visit, on this day, my Queen of Afternoon Tea rating is a generous 3 out of 5 stars. Pretty standard rating with room for improvement. Will you be adding Rosewood Garden to your Ontario tea room list? Share your impressions in the comments below, and please be sure to like this video and save it if you want to visit this venue. Thanks for watching, and see you next time, Tea Buddies.